This estate's good because there's a lot of walls and gaps. And if you go down the alleyways, there's a lot of places people don't see where I can do my art of movement. I mostly fell when I started, but as you get better, you learn not to do those things and you learn your limits.
It's more of a concrete maze in Craylands.
Everyone gets judged about all the drinking and the drugs, so we thought why not make a little bit of a difference.
I do think sometimes people forget about the people that are on the estate.
The children today, they stand up for themselves, don't they?
Which is sometimes a good thing, but other times it does get you in a lot of trouble.
Trouble, yeah, I can understand you.
Is it alright if I ask you 2 questions?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you alright to be filmed, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Sure?
Tell me which side's the best side.
I haven't got one. I've been down in Basildon 42 years. No, more than that. 5 years.
A town like Basildon was really built to house people that were either displaced because of World War II or were living in pretty poor housing conditions.
I've lived around here for 55 years. When I first came here, there was no Whitmore Way. There was just parts of houses all the way up. All across where Craylands is, that was one mass of fields. We used to go blackberry in there, my husband and I with the children.
And I can remember for many years we could go to the top of Whitmore Way, which was now, round about where Church Road was, where Holy Cross Church is. You'd sit on the hill there and you'd look down at the fields and talk about that's where our town centre's supposed to be going.
It sounds like there's a lot more people around this area now than there was back then.
It's more modern.
And it's more modern, you've got all the cars and all the roads now.
The building roads and other stuff.
I do think the real rebuild is very important. I mean, I know obviously across Basildon there's a lot of regeneration projects going on. In my experience, actually coming here and seeing what it's like, meeting the people, everyone's got a story.
When I moved into Craylands, if it was 79, I was born in 42, 52, 62, 72, 79, I was 37. When I moved to Craylands, I was not in a good place, really, because I'd walked away from a broken marriage. I had 2 small children, huge stress. Didn't quite know where my life was going. My time at Craylands, I was alone with 2 small children. With all the problems that arise there, you've got 2 small children, you have a lot of responsibility when you've got small children.
I've lived here all my life.
Oh.
I've lived here 10 years.
I did make quite a lot of friends when I lived on Craylands, mostly my immediate neighbours, because the house I lived in was actually a maisonette. I was in a house downstairs and there was a flat above me.
Who's my closest friend that I can trust? I don't know, can I trust you? Yeah. It's better in here, yeah. We feel safer and cleaner and everything. Yeah.
One big happy family,
Well, family for me, it was a hard time because I got put in foster care and I didn't have, I ain't got a mum, I live with my brother. So family for me, it is hard, but you have to get over it because my family, we're all in the same boat, so you just have to get around this life. You can't get nowhere without your family.
It's nice to have family because, you help each other out.
As a family, we were quite a tight family, because if you are a single parent family, you tend to be very close, yeah, and we did have a good relationship.
Like when my mum was alive, she passed, it was, she told me, it was a lot different back then. We get away with murder right now.
I've been here many years, I've been on this estate for about 16 years, so at the end of the day, it depends on how you treat people. If you come out your front door and you start hurling abuse at the teenagers, they're going to hurl abuse back. But if you come out your door and go, look mate, can you stop doing that? They'll go, yeah, sorry love.
The area itself, I never knew about. I know I live local, I live in Langdon. But as soon as I started work here, the first words out of everyone's mouth was, don't leave your car there, you know, and I sort of got very concerned, and then I walked into a group of 20 smiling children that on the first day were hugging me and saying thank you and goodbye and stuff like that, and I've never in the 2 years here experienced a problem. You know, I think word of mouth and people's opinions does do a lot of damage to places.
Do you think Craylands is a decent and positive estate?
Absolutely, Craylands is a great area. I've worked there for over 4 years now.
But why do you think it's great?
It's got very good community spirit, and lots of people, because of the size of it, lots of people know each other and residents support each other.
We all get on. As long as we don't annoy one another, we're all right.
Not the same today. No, I don't think the people would get together like we did then. No, I think life has altered very much.
I think their first impression is, oh, we're a bunch of troublemakers because
we're just jumping around.
That was like, my mum was like, she was like, oh, why are you doing that? People are going to like think like it's not very good.
You're going to vandalise something.
Well, it's the thrill of sort of going for a daring stunt, really, that keeps you going, really.
I feel like I just want to get up and do it, but obviously I can't. Really fear. Like you're going to cry. Have you ever fell off really high buildings and like really hurt yourself?
I've had a lot of bad injuries. I've been pinned up by a wall, like a spike went through my leg. I've broken my leg, all my toes, all my fingers, my arm, fractured my skull.
Like just cut all his hand open.
So I'll get over it. Have no time to bleed. But we're trying to get our achievements with our bodies pushed now.
Like in real life, so we can earn ourselves a decent wage doing the thing we love.
It's such a good feeling to see that he's doing something constructive in work as well as in his private time.
I'm Chloe's mum, and I've been supporting Chloe for quite a long time, and her progress at Pioneer School that she's been attending is excellent.
This year in September, I'm going to Basildon College to do life skills. I like styling and shampooing people's hair and meeting new people.
Right, so you're combing it.
Yeah.
It's unusual to see without the nails, actually.
Yeah, if you just dry it.
Give it a little...
It's very important wherever you are, whether it's a fantastic place or whether it's a place that hasn't got such a great reputation, that people are occupied and they're encouraged to do more. You know, that's relevant in everyone's lives, that they should persevere and go through things and experience different things.
I like the park, and I like the youth club and dancing.
And we're asking them to sort of be here for 2 hours, so it's nice to see them actually commit, and they're really interested in everything we're doing. They're really buzzed from it, and it's nice to see them enjoy what they're doing. You know, no one is forced to be here, yet every week we see at least 20 students in the class. It is nice to actually have a class where people are communicating and asking them how they feel, what they would like to do, where they would like to see themselves go with the project. At the end of the day, yes, I'm a teacher, but I'm here to be with them rather than to teach them and walk away at the end of the day.
Would I do anything to change Craylands? What would I say to the Prime Minister? You need to put in measures for young people to be dealt with on a fair basis without everybody crowding in and saying they're rubbish, let's not bother.
We weren't really very worldly in the same way children are now. You know, children are far more worldly now and know far more about the outside world, really because of television and everything else.
I loved all my children.
I was very happy at school. I enjoyed my school days. It was the camaraderie of it and all that, you know, meeting your friends and all.
Me, I don't personally like school.
No.
Oh, I don't think they do nowadays.
What's the matter with it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really get on with anyone there, to be honest. Because it's either you can't back down from something. Say that someone went to hit you, you'd have to hit them back, otherwise you'd be
you've got to stick up for yourself.
You get sitting there taking the mickey out of it, and you'd be the one that got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Oh, we were told there to look out, like, you know, get in first if they come. Bullies. Bullies come. Yeah, that's right.
Well, the way it works now, really, if you back down from a bully, they're going to carry on bullying. If you stand up to a bully, then they're thinking sort of, oh, I'm not going to do that again, because now people are going to start standing up to me.
Was it scary when you were just coming out of your sixth, when you were like the oldest in the class, and you're like
going to the youngest?
Yeah,
it was.
Is it hard at college?
Not really, it's quite laid back, because, I don't know really.
Do you want to go to university?
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Have you chosen what course you're doing yet?
Doing performing arts and dance.
Cool.
So many.
I'm not really used to meeting new people. I sort of get a bit shy and I just go a bit silent around people I don't know. I'm looking forward to it because I can make new friends. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous as well because I don't know anyone.
I'm kind of confident now, so I went to the friendship day on Friday and I made 3 new friends as well, so I'm not that phased about making new friends now.
The school itself was somewhere where you could start to make new friends again, because most of us, well all of us really, have been uprooted from various parts of London usually. People were in it together and the community tended to pull together.
It feels comfortable to speak to old people because you may think it'd be a little bit boring, but it's a lot more fun.
Some of the experiences I had at Craylands were very positive. Some weren't as positive, but you should never think that the non-positive things have to be a negative, because sometimes that's the thing that spurs you.
Whether there's regeneration going on or not, everyone does need to be doing something, and a matter of focus. It's all about focus.
I've learned something today from our
I think you do, wherever you go, and whoever you meet with, whoever you talk to, you always learn something.